been good going to war on YouTube with people who think Deku can beat Spider-Man, Deku from Academia. Those, like, conversations like that are so pointless. It's just like, most people are just gonna be like, well, no, but I like this character more. So that's the one who would win. It's just never worth it. It's just like all the death battle nonsense. It's just never an argument that ever ends well. I think Vista Point. I think Vista Point is how we get to the new area. What's our library look like? We're at 96 out of 150 standard chips. By the way, I was looking it up before, and I thought that there were 60 mega chips in the game, which is why I was, like, trying to get all the mega chips is just a waste of time, because it's so annoying to get them all. But actually, in Star Force, at least in Star Force 1, there are only 30 mega chips. I was thinking of Battle Network. Battle Network has 60 mega chips. I know that there is still only 5 giga chips, which is the same as Battle Network. That being said, I'm still, like, probably not gonna go through the trouble of trying to get all 30 mega chips, because you have to, like, really... You have to, like, find random battles against the SP enemies, and it's annoying. You better come back. Yep. I believe in you. Why do I look sad? Yeah, I've been doing some thinking, kind of have an idea of the enemies you had to go up against when Prez and Bud were in trouble, but all I managed to do was run away. They stood by to give you moral support while you were fighting, but me, I did nothing. I wish I could have at least done some intelligence gathering, but even the information I give, like there's a strange sound coming from the piano, is useless. Am I really that worthless? Oh dear. I think yes, we can do a side quest for Zack by going into, I don't remember how to get to the bonus area. Is it this wave hole here? Is that wave hole always been there? I don't know. But I think if we go into Zack's Transer, we can get him as a brother. But I want to go to the new area first, and then we'll work on getting Zack as a brother after. Because another brother just makes us stronger. You know, power of anime friendship and all that. Where can I jump into that wave hole I just saw? I don't know if that's always been there or not. Statue comp. It might have always been here. I thought that Vista Point is how you get to the bonus area. Or maybe you have to do something specific to unlock it. I don't remember. I should have looked all this up beforehand. I remember the post-game of Star Force 2 and 3 very well. I do not remember the post-game of Star Force 1, like, at all. His name is Zack. I've just been calling him Nerd. Well, interchangeable, really. I still have the card finder equipped. I should. Yeah, but we're not really gonna get... I should actually switch to the Zenny finder for now, because it's a better weapon, first of all. But second of all, it also, we don't really need chips against these low-level enemies. We want money. It's an explosion, beep beep, an explosion in the world of art. I, being the Renaissance artist I am, pursued... No, I've talked to this guy before, because I remember making the Datara joke. So we've already been in here. Maybe it's down where Harpnote was? When we ran into Harpnote here that one time? Hello. Ah! Hi there. Nope. Goodbye. Goodbye again. Thanks for the 660 bucks. Those clouds look menacing. I'd better wrap up my deliveries for today. Alright, clearly I don't know where the bonus thing is. I'm just gonna Google it real fast. Megaman, Star Force. I'm pretty sure it's called Deep Space. I remember that. Megaman, Star Force, Deep Space. How do you get to Deep Space? Yeah, it says Vista Point. Where? Bonus area in Megaman Star Force is connected to Vista Point. Where in Vista Point, though? Like, how do I get to it? Mega Man Star Force, how to get to Deep Space. Here we go. Where is Deep Space? Let me see. You have to beat Andromeda first, which I've done. Once you've done it, you can find the portal to Deep Space in the Wave Road above the area where you first encountered Omega-Xis and fixed the train. Wave change, go to the uppermost part of the area. Okay, so it's just the opposite direction that I went from. So, I was pretty much right. I probably should have just looked around more instead of being like, hey, let's immediately Google it. But I'm an impatient man. We're gonna want to take off the Zenny Finder, by the way. Make sure I do that. I want to take off the Zenny Finder. So that we can, and put on the Card Finder, so that when we fight whatever viruses are there, we can get stuff from them. Oh, recover 30, that'll help a lot. Oh, yeah, it's this right here. I just needed to go up a little bit. Yo, this music! What is this place? We're in space. Welcome, chosen ones. Overcome the obstacles one by one. If you clear them all, I shall bestow a fragment of my power upon you. Come, you who are the chosen ones. Who is that? And what did they mean by overcome the obstacles? Huh, no idea there. But if they're just testing us, we'll make it. Let's go for it, Geo. Roger. Yo, I like this track. This is neat. Alright. Send me back to Card Finder. A wave world in space. I can't be too careful. Deep Space 1 Emerald. I don't remember how many deep spaces there are. Yo, Barrier 200. That is a new chip. I don't think we had that before. And we use Barrier 100, so I will gladly switch those out. Set that bad boy as a favorite. Whoops. Very nice, very nice. What's this way? I wonder if I pulse out, if it takes me, like, back to where I pulsed in. What is Magi Crystal? Is it that little, virus on the crystal ball I saw? Yeah, this guy. I don't know how that card works. I'm just gonna ignore it for now. This door only opens for he who beats the Savage Bull. What? Oh, no! Do I have to... Oh, crud. Do I have to fight the SP versions? When they say Savage Bull, do they mean Taurus Fire SP? I think they might. I don't think... Oh, no. I'm pretty sure you don't have to fight the SP versions to do the post-game in 2 and 3, but you might have to in this one. That's very unfortunate, if true. Immediately use Wolfwoods. Do it like this. That is very unfortunate. So we have to find the SP version, guys, and we have to beat SP Taurus Fire, which is less than ideal. Because they spawn, like, based on RNG in certain areas, and I don't remember where the areas they spawn are. Alright, well, this guy will die as soon as I can select my big axe again, so we've won this. We should get a new chip from this, because all of these guys are, enemies that we don't really encounter, or they're, like, stronger level enemies. Goodbye. I think they're where you found them the first time. Berserk Sword 2, that's such a good card. Let's go. What do you mean by first time? Give me Berserk Sword over one of the big axes. Because that's 70 damage 3 times. Further chips? Where the EXs were, they just spawn where their EX version was. Oh, I definitely unlocked this. Jam and Punch? Is that a card? Or is that a weapon? It's a card. Jammer come 1 square ahead of you to punch. That's a lot of damage, but the reason that's a lot of damage is because you have to aim it very well, and I don't want to have to aim a chip that well. Hello, high-level enemies, again. The wave roads where you got them? Yeah. Yeah, I love that chip. Did you just put a barrier on that guy? That's very rude of you. Come on, you shoot fire too, huh? Hold up. There we go. You stopped moving at literally the worst time imaginable for me. Very rude. Nope. There we go. Ghost Pulse 3, I think, is a new one. Because I'm pretty... Even if we have to beat the SP forms, which I didn't think we'd have to do, I'm pretty sure we're still also going to have to get, like, all of the standard chips in the game. So, we're up to 101 now. 49 more to go. Which seems like a lot, but there are a lot of standard chips that we can buy. I want to fight a few more dudes to see if I can get more of the Berserk Swords or other stuff. Did I hear space? Welcome to stream, Nimble Rat. How's it going? So, we're going to have to... to get the SP forms to spawn. Hello, are there any viruses left here? There we go. Which is going to be annoying, and I might even end up doing it off screen, depending. Nice. Nope. Oh, dude, double hit. Perfect. That went insanely well. Brave Sword 3. I don't think we had that chip before, so that's a good get. I just want to fight a few more viruses to get some more chips to help us fight the SPs. Yeah, like another one of these sword chips would be amazing. Dunker, welcome to stream. How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Alright, wait for this other guy to jump in front of us and then try and counter him with Fire Ring 2. I was nowhere near fast enough. He was way quicker than I expected. He goes 3 times. Duly noted. But he does 4, actually. Okay. All I need is this flicker kick. There we go. 69 HP, by the way. 690, but same difference. Nice. Alright, one more virus. One more virus. I didn't want Voltic Eye. I wanted the Berserk Sword. Give me the sword. Give it to me. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? No, these are just black holes. These are a waste of my time. Please give me a sword chip. You can't even give me a sword chip. I hate that they're just barely far enough away from one another that I can only kill one of them with a big axe and not both of them. Boy, does this game bring back memories? I know, right? Great video game. Chat felt kind of quiet for a bit. It'd be that way sometimes. Some days people don't feel like chatting. They just want to lurk and go about their business while listening to me play a video game, and I respect that. Alright, it does take you all the way back out. Well, if we need to beat Taurus Fire SP, we probably have to beat all of the SPs at least once. So Taurus Fire would presumably spawn here. There is a sub-card, I think, called Search Eye. Do I have any of them? I have one. Increases chance of beating the previous enemy. If we're going to have to fight the SP versions anyway, I would like to use Search Eye to try my best to get their SP chips. Specifically, I want to try and do it on Gemini Spark and Harp Note. But I mean, Taurus Fire SP would also be nice. Let's just try and get Taurus SP to spawn for a little bit. And then I have one Search Eye, and we'll see what happens. I don't really want to use the Search Eye to try and fight Taurus Fire, like, a bunch. But, I would be willing to use Search Eye to try and fight Harp Note and Gemini Spark a couple of times to try to get their SP chips, because those would be very worth. Dang it, we're going to be fighting low-level enemies, and my brain was like, oh, if you're fighting low-level enemies, then you should put on Zenny Finder so you get money. But when we run into Taurus Fire, I'm going to want to get his card, not money from him. So that won't really work. I remember playing online at 4 in the morning against people from Japan. That's crazy. I did very little to, like, no online with the, Star Force games. I just played them on my own. Where did we get that higher level Vulcan thing before? We got it on the space station, right? We should try and get another Vulcan seed too. It'd be even better if we could run into something that would drop Vulcan Seed 3, wherever that would be. Probably somewhere in deep space. Hey, Merchant, you got any HP memories? Nope. All right. We have a lot of money. I don't know how expensive Search Eyes are, but buying some Search Eyes would be nice. I mean, we can easily grind up money against Wolf Woods. Does anyone in chat know if there's, like, an easy way to try and spawn the SP enemies? Or is it all just like, nah, dude, you just gotta walk around and hope they show up? I would assume it's just a lot of walk around, hope they show up, which is why I wasn't going to fight them in this playthrough. But I want to get to the end of Deep Space. I'm like 99% certain, by the way, that you do not have to fight the SP versions of enemies for the post-game stuff in... Goodbye. The post-game stuff in Star Force 2 and 3, and I think I like it better that way. Seem to recall they appear at the worst possible times. Maybe try running around while low on HP. You really think being lower on HP would make them more likely to spawn? That'd be pretty rude of the game, to be honest. But I wouldn't be shocked by it either. Murphy's Law. Also, everyone in chat is welcome to start taking bets on how long Chaos is willing to just walk around and run into random enemies before he's like, screw it, I'll try and find the SP enemies off screen. So that we can go through it next stream. I would like to fight them on screen. Like, this is one thing that I wish was different in Megaman, and I feel this way about Battle Network as well, because it works the same way in Battle Network too. But like, I wish that finding the SP enemies wasn't like RNG based. I wish you could just find a spot to fight them. Like they're hidden in an invisible spot, just like the EX versions are. And then when you go to that spot, they spawn, you fight them, and then like if you jack out and then, or pulse out and then pulse back in, it'll be like, hey, they respawn, just go back to that spot. Because I just hate things in games being entirely dependent on RNG. Which is no secret. I've always said that. It's very annoying. And, like, on one hand, this is totally optional, so, you know, it's not like the RNG, like, prevents you from playing the game, like, the main game, at least, or anything. It's only, like, optional post-game stuff that you have to, like, deal with this RNG, but even then, I'm like, it'd still just be better if there wasn't any RNG to deal with. Is this stream 100% murder? Kinda, yeah. I mean, we're in the post-game, so there's not, like, really story stuff left anymore. I don't remember the post-game of Star Force 1 that well, because I usually don't play the post-game of Star Force 1, and I think the reason I usually don't play the post-game of Star Force 1 is for this reason. But it doesn't really have, like, a storyline very much going on with its post-game. Star Force 2 and 3 have, like, full-on storylines that are really, really interesting in their post-game stuff. So I, like, every time I play Star Force 2 and 3, I end up doing the post-game in those because they're really good. The post-game in this one is more so just, like, beat enemies, get deeper, final boss at the back. Come on, Taurus Fire, where are you at? Where are you at? Is there an item that makes enemies spawn more? Maybe that'd help. Never got why Mega didn't just smash the key and be done with it? I don't know. Maybe smashing the key, like the FM King had a controller that controlled Andromeda, so maybe if you smash the key, the lock just gets undone anyway. So it would have freed Andromeda, or maybe Omega-Xis like had planned to use Andromeda himself for something, or maybe the key is literally just indestructible because it's like a super important object. It'd be really weird if you could just break the key and then like the ultimate death device just didn't work anymore. Like, I'm sure if it was something... Well, first of all, the main answer for why Mega doesn't smash the key and is done with it is because if he did that, there wouldn't be a video game. Like, there'd be no game to be had. So that's the main reason. But, like, I'm sure there's some kind of, like, actual reason for it. They just never really bother to go over it. Is there a sub-chip that makes it where, like, weak enemies don't appear? Maybe if I use a sub-chip like that, it'll, what is Cloaker? Makes your body invisible for a little while. I think that's just gonna, like, avoid all enemies, though, not just weak ones. Yeah, maybe breaking the key would, like, shoot out a bunch of Z-waves or something that would cause a lot of radiation or something. Like, I imagine there's some reason that breaking the key would be a bad idea.